Welcome. Thank you for coming to your 30-minute Pilates class today. It is hot and you guys don't need me to remind you of that. So please take your breaks whenever you need. Do not feel like you have to do everything that I am doing. I want you to listen to your body. If you feel like you get into something, you're like, this is just too much, get some water. Forward fold stretches go a long way. Shake it out. But give yourself credit for working out today, for making time to do some kind of fitness. And we don't need any props or tools. Hand weights are going to be optional, and I just realized I don't have mine there. And other than that, water, towel, just make sure you are taking care of yourself in whatever regard that means. So hydrate, and then we're going to begin just how we always do, opening up the feet, opening up the hips, just thanking yourself for doing something today other than the normal stressful stuff. So bend your knees, take a big breath in, reach up, overhead stretch, and then exhale, shake it out, let it go. We'll do that 2 more times. So just nice bending of those knees, lengthening up the arms overhead, stretch to the sky, and then shake it out, let it go. 1 more time before this gets to carry us into our forward fold stretch. So exhale out all that air, let it go. And then slowly start to lower yourself down, just thinking about your lower back, everything kind of opening up. Maybe this is a moment where you're realizing how tight you are. Maybe you're really sore through the hamstrings, anything like that. Just do a little body analysis, double checking to figure out, okay, where maybe needs a little bit more attention to today. Maybe it's that hamstring, just walk it on over. Pick a foot, either foot, walk it on over. And for my friends that are super duper tight, you can come out of this like literally just coming on down, then working your way back up, then walking back down again might be more helpful than trying to sustain the stretch for a little bit of time, which is what I'm having us do right now for another 10 seconds. And as you're on that stretch, maybe just do a nice knee bend. That might feel good. Maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, that's okay. But in 5, in 4, we're going to walk it to the other foot in 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead, walk it on over to that other foot. Just hold it there. Just taking, again, another real quick body assessment of, okay, maybe this side feels a little bit off. If you always are seated at your desk and maybe you're crossing that left foot over that right hip, or maybe you're just standing and don't even realize sometimes the hips, the low back, it takes on that. And if it's for more than like 10 minutes where it's like, it's been 3 hours and you haven't moved, just try to be nice to yourself and breathe as we even out things a little bit here. You got another 5 on this leg, and then we'll come on up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk yourself back into your center. Nod your chin to chest. Take a moment, chin to chest, and then take that full spinal round up, that vertebra by vertebra. And I'm actually going to move long ways because we're going to pop the hips out. We're going to stretch the belly out after this one. So lengthen the arms all the way up overhead. Reach to the sky. Circle the arms back. Pop your hips out. Pop the belly out. And then just think of your hands kind of pushing against your lower back, like the top part of your butt. And then exhale. Shake it out. We'll do that 1 more time. So it'll be the full forward fold. So drop yourself all the way down. Let the head release, shake it out, and then round up through that long spine. And then after we do this little hip press out, feeling the core stretch, we will walk it out into our plank. So just know where we're going next. If you need to take a moment or get some water even from here, do it. But just stretch it out. Last 2, 1, and then shake it all out. Just do the full body shake out, and then we'll walk it down, just walking ourselves out and down into that very first hand plank. Hopefully it's your first hand plank of the day. If this is like your 10th, or I don't know, if you've been doing other hand planks today, good for you. Just take it easy. We've got a very quick series right here, about 20 seconds of a mountain climber. So starting to think about the abs, pulling right knee under and then pulling left knee under. And go slow, controlled. You don't have to go at the same pace I'm going. What's right for you might be different than what's working for me today, or even from where you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Just going for it. We've got another 5. And then we'll lift the hips up for that downward facing dog. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Lift your hips up. Drop your head. Maybe this feels nice here to kind of nod chin to chest, or maybe it feels good to pedal the knees out. Doing something for those hips, because we're going to walk it back on and down again for that next plank. This time the mountain climber is going to go to the opposite knee. So thinking opposite knee to elbow. So lower it down, do a double check, shoulders are away from those ears, pull the belly button in, and then right knee, left elbow, left knee, right elbow. So it's that under crunch pull right here. We've got about 15 seconds, staying strong from the arms, strong from the upper body. And these, again, do not have to be super quick. If anything, honestly, in the whole Pilates scheme of working out, you want to go with more slow and controlled movements versus when we do stuff sometimes to get the heart rate up, a little bit more for calisthenics. Just thinking about that pull from that oblique and trying not to let the hips go completely over side to side. Last 4, good job. Last 3, it was like longer than 15 seconds, but oh well. It's over now. In 2 and 1, take those knees down, sit your hips back, and enjoy your child's pose. Yay. So just let the arms reach out, let your head drop down, let your neck even lengthen out. So just allowing that niceness to feel from the release in your head all the way down through your neck, down through your spine. And just, again, take a second. Take a sec for you. Find that nice breath in, nice breath out. Because up next we are going to go into some lunges, which I know everyone's probably so sick of lunges at this point. And if you want your hand weights, I would do, like, if you guys do have like 1 pound, 2 pound weights at home, 5 pounds, awesome. If you are able to trust yourself, what I don't want to have happen is when we extend the arms back, I don't want you to feel like it's up into your neck. So we're lengthening back and away just to make sure it's going to be the most beneficial for you. And if you need to just hold with the hands on your hips, hands back, that's fine. I'd rather you not fall or grab something, a chair, because we're going to go right foot in front, left foot is back. For my newer students, just double check that you've got that hip distance apart space out through your front foot and that back foot. So you're not on a tightrope. You want to make sure you have as if you had like headlights on both of your thighs, shining forward, not crisscrossed over. But we're going to push up on that front foot. Back leg is going to lengthen in 3, 2, 1. So pressing up, take the arms back, and then start to pump your arms for that long jump. So the abs are engaged. Try to think of the core being in check. And again, since I can't see you guys, just promise me you're trying to keep the knee over the heel as opposed to falling to the sides of those feet. Just thinking that even alignment is going to go a long way as far as strengthening from that specific leg. Oblique helps it all. So we've got another 5 on this fun thing. In 4, we're going to go for a split lunge. 3, in 2, and 1. So maybe hands on your hips, maybe hands at prayer. Take the left knee, drop it down, and then lift up. Let the arms shake it out, shake it out. So left knee is going down, slowly, controlled, and then shake the arms out as you come on up. Or if you've got the hand weights and you're like, yeah, I'm doing the hand weights with it today, awesome. You can extend the arms out in front. You can do that hammer curl. You can do a bicep curl. I'm not picky about the upper body. I just want you to maintain balance and just trying not to fall. I mean, that's hard enough. Just like, I don't know, walking around in the middle of the day. But as far as your lunging, we still have 20 seconds. Lengthening up. Try to not lock out the back left leg as well. You want to keep a little bit of softness on it. 10 seconds, you got it. And then you don't have to do this one until the other leg. In 8, we are going to step back into a full hand plank. In 6, and if you need to ignore me and just take a child's pose, do that. In 2, and here is your 1. So palms come down. Try to meet that left leg back with that right leg. Modification, come down to those knees. If you need to get off of your wrists, come down to those elbows. But we're going for a knee tap to the ground. Right knee, left knee. Just 15 seconds. You guys got it. And then there's a downward facing dog stretch after this. So breathing in, breathing out. You're doing awesome. Hard stuff's over. That's just, I feel like the first like 3 minutes of anything. You're through that. Here's your last 3, last 2, and last 1. Lift the hips up, drop your head, shake out your head. Maybe you want to do that knee pedal again. Do a little knee pedal. That's fine. But just breathe in, breathe out. And then we are going to go right into that other leg. So take a second if you need to adjust, or my friend's doing this later, pause if you need to. And then we'll go ahead and bring it in front. This time your left leg is in front, right leg is back, and just thinking, merely just coming out of this one from the ground. It's hard to like lift up. So just think, plug the front toes down, back toe is tucked, hips are squared off, your core is engaged, and I'm starting us off in 3, 2, 1. Press it on up with or without those hand weights. Second time through though for this one, you guys do that long jump again. So the bellies pull it in tight.
So much, all that strength, nearly all that muscle work right now that you're maintaining is on that front left foot. So push the toe down, try to feel that heel grip down, and try not to wibble wobble, or if that's going on, I'm with you. This leg for me is still in need of a little bit more help, so just concentrating on that reach back, that pump as you strengthen through that front side. We've got another 5, and then that split lunge is coming up in 4. So the back right knee is going to take a drop. You got it. In 2 and 1. So take that knee, drop it down, and then just shake the arms out. So just thinking all the tension we do keep up in the rest of the hands, or especially you guys that are like always having to work at a desk, at a computer, typing, writing, shake out the wrist. Now, if you're like, I'm doing the weights today, that's awesome. Still just try to think of lengthening the arms back. So you can even grip those weights and just reach it back and then extend it. But you're almost out of this one. The good news is you do not have to do a pulse on this today. We do, however, have that really nice plank again. You guys can do it. You can always ignore me. But we're going to drop the feet back towards one another. Hands are going to come down. Last little push for this plank stuff. In our warm-up. Here's our 5, or modify it on the knees. Here's your 4. You got it. It's easy peasy. 3, 2, and 1. I say that as I fall. Take the legs back. You are into that second hand plank. Same thing, you guys. Drop the right knee, drop the left knee. Again, my modification, friends, you're just coming down to the knees and holding it. And if you've got to get off of the palms to give those wrists a rest, just come down to the elbows and hold it from there. There's a lot of ways we can still work to strengthen the arms and the core without having to be up on toes or those hands. Last 5 seconds. You're doing awesome. Hang in there. I'm right here with you. Here's your 3. Child's pose is in 2 and 1. Drop both knees down. Sit your butt back. Take that well-deserved child's pose. Lengthen the arms out, yay. And then let's go ahead and get ready to flip it over onto our backs. So coming up next, we're gonna go into some more exciting stuff for the core. For anybody that does need a little more assistance, I'm not encouraging to use like any dog toy or prop, but like this is one of Mudge's favorite toys. Something that's gonna be like comparable to a small pillow or a towel rolled up. Like this is pretty, gives a little bit away. It's just something to have under your low back. So if you need that, go ahead, grab something for your low back's sanity or health a little bit, and then bring yourself up to where your knees are going to come in towards your chest. So go ahead, lay down. Once you guys are ready, lay down, pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug back. So we're just gently squeezing those knees back, trying to feel the lower back stretch out a little bit more, and then do a side to side rock. And depending, like if your pillow's way too big or cushy, it's not probably going to help as much if it was like just like, I don't know, small and not that fluffy. All right, if none of that makes sense, just lay on down. And then go ahead from here, you guys, you're going to keep your head, neck, and shoulders down. You're going to tense up the core, but double check that your back is not arching. So see, I have this space on my low back. I want you to tuck your hips under. So you're pulling under from those low abs to press the back down flat. Try to bring those legs tabletop, either keeping your hands on your belly to remind yourself you're using the core, or just letting those hands relax down by your sides. Extend the right leg out. Whoops, I'm going to knock in that plant. Whoops. And then extend the left leg out. And make sure you're not going to knock in anything if you also have a plant, or I don't know, a table, a dog or a cat. Maybe you have a chinchilla, small child. Just be careful you're not going to hit anything. And then lengthen and then stretch. So this is going to be your easiest version that you're going to stick with. So if this feels like enough of a challenge for you today, fabulous. Stay with it. Keep feeling the abs pull in as you lengthen right leg, left leg. And for my more advanced friends, option 1, peel your head, neck, and shoulders off of the ground and then lengthen out. Arms are hovering. Option 2, if you guys want to grab those hand weights, go for it. We're going to try and go just a little bit quicker here, not crazy fast, not frantic or out of control. But with this movement, just a slight amount, or you can do hands behind the head, so you guys, right leg, left leg. So chin is up off the chest if your head is lifted, or again, arms reaching. We've got 8. You got it. In 7. You're almost done with these. 6. Keep breathing. 5. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull one of your knees in towards your chest. So from here, you're actually pulling a knee in, and then take your opposite leg, lower it a couple inches, lift it a couple inches. So you're honing in on the low abs and that leg in particular, lengthening out. Just 4 more of these, stretching away from that hip as the top knee is pulling in. In 3, I feel bad, I keep knocking this plant. 2, and then we're just doing the other leg, you guys. Here's your 1. So other knee, pull it in, lengthen out the opposite leg, tighten through the back, and then lift it and lower it. So we're trying to find that connect from that oblique, from that quad. And the hip flexor is even going to get stronger here. You've got 3 more. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Then head gets to go down in 2. And there's your 1. Good job. And then pull both knees into your chest. Let the head drop down. And then circle those knees, separate circles out and around for 5. Just letting the hips do what they're going to do for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it the other way. So just opening up those hips. Just gentle circles. Extending out around for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead from here. Kick both legs up towards the ceiling. Reach. Pull your belly button in. Now we're going to go for a crunch that left side. Hold that lift up. And then just take it over. Crunch up a little higher right side. Bring it back into your center. Then drop it down. Then switch that first one you're doing. So the abs are trying to pull in. It's that reach up and over right side. Then like somebody's pulling you across your right. Extend over. And then bring it back on down, and then repeat. If none of that makes sense, because I know sometimes it doesn't translate well on here, what you can see from that angle, just go for a crunch up right, lower down, crunch up left. If it's too aggressive to have your feet in extending position where it's all the way straight around, bend the knees a little bit. You guys can do that, or you can go tabletop. You need them on, just bring the feet on down. My goal for us, at least for the next 30 seconds, is to work to pull in from the belly and find that oblique on the left side or that right side working up and over. So you're in charge of making it work for you. I'm just going to do like a combo hybrid of all of these. Lower it down. And then find that breath. We are going to take it next into everybody's favorite. It's probably no one's favorite. We're going bicycle kicks, you guys. So if you do have those hand weights still, ditch them. Here's your last 5. Keep breathing. And 4, trying to go right into this next thing. 3 and 2. You got it. 1, hands behind the head, knees tabletop. And now it's that twist right elbow to left knee, twist left elbow, right knee. So extending up and over. Think about the core pulling in. And go ahead and add your breath a little bit more intense to it as well. Think about that exhale, that get the air out as you crunch up and rotate from that lowest portion of your rib cage. Right knee and left knee. Anybody who does want a little more cardio today, go ahead, take it up a notch on that speed, but try to not get out of control with it. So we want to continue to maintain that nice, almost like fluid, like pull right, pull left, without getting frantic with it. Just keep breathing. I remember that was like, I did gymnastics for many years, and that was one thing I remember, like my dad was really helpful. He would like always help me with my floor music, and like that was like old school times where it's like we would use cassette tapes and like, anyways, it was a long time ago, but making it very fancy. Anyways, I just remember one of the things, I'm a spaz, like I'm a very spastic person, so having one of the like critiques, like, okay, less frantic, less like all over this, where it's like, okay, make it fluid. And same thing for these, you guys. It's not all chalky and choppy. You just think reach for another, or we at 5 seconds, that's like nothing. 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Drop it on down. Drop your head. Good job, you guys. Pull those knees back in towards your chest. Take a moment to just do that little side to side for your lower back again. And then we're going to extend both of the legs out onto the ground. So go ahead when you're ready. Kick both legs out all the way. For you guys that are really tight in the shoulders, just let your hands kind of chill out at your sides. Or you can do cactus elbows. But for my friends that are able to actually extend the arms back, go ahead, let those arms go back. Imagine you're being pulled in opposition right now. We're stretching out the abs. We did that good work to strengthen. Now your muscles deserve that stretch. So just do a little toe wiggle, do a little finger wiggle, like relax the shoulders for a second. Find your inhale with your chest puffing up. Let your belly puff up. And then let it go, let it go. And then just try to ground yourself again. A couple more of those. Nice inhale through the nose. Chest opens up, chest puffs up. And then let it go, let it go. Just giving yourself some time for you to concentrate on you today. Nice inhale. And then let it go. After you've done a couple more of those ones, just finding yourself with the heart rate coming back down, that nice release, we're going to let those palms slide back under, or excuse me, not back under, but back down towards your hands. And we're going to go ahead and lengthen out our right leg up towards the ceiling. So pull that heel and toe up off of the ground, lengthen out that leg. From here, my left arm is going to reach, this is like a split crunch, for that right leg. So it looks like this, you guys. It's that pull, and then as you lower, let the arm go all the way back down. And we're just doing these about 20 seconds a piece, so you can reach for that knee. If you need to modify, bend the knee. You can bend the knee, pull it in, that's fine, and then lengthen it back out. But just trying to find that effort across your body from that oblique, and then lengthen out. You're almost there. This one's not for a ton more time, just 5 seconds. Breathe in, reach. In 4, almost there, you guys. In 3, holding the knee up in that tabletop. 2 and 1, bend that right knee in tabletop. Take your left hand, put it behind your head, and now twist over, crunch up. So you're reaching now that left oblique and left elbow to that right knee. Try to keep that knee as still as you can. I know mine pulls a little bit, but we're out of this one in 10 seconds. You're almost there. You're doing awesome. Just breathe. Trying to think the abs pulling as that crunch happens over. Last 5 and 4, 3 and 2. And there is your 1. Yay, good job. Drop it down right away. You guys pull the right knee in towards your chest and then do a side to side on that knee and that hip. We're going to take it into a spinal twist stretch next for the help to open up the hips, the low back, your spine, but also that outer thigh. So when you're feeling good about extending over and across, bring that right foot and that placement to try to help extend the right knee across your body. As that happens, we want to ground the shoulders, but you're rotating the upper body now in opposition, like I'm reaching for this stuffed animal dog, and then you can let the left hand go, but your head's going to look towards that right shoulder. So just trying to think of your spine wrapping out, like as if your spine were a washcloth. We're wringing out your back here. Limit how much you're going to drop that knee. Like I obviously don't want you to get hurt. So if this starts to feel absolutely awful, don't do it. Listen to yourself. You can just do a little press down and come back out of it. Like for me, this is starting to feel to the point where I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. So I'm going to pull that knee straight back. You do what you're going to do. That's going to work right for you for another 5 seconds. And then we'll do the same whole thing on the other leg, starting off with that single leg extension across with that crunch. But go ahead, there's your 2 and 1. Drop that leg out, let it slide all the way out. Take a second, shake out the arms, shake out the hands, and then we're gonna go now, pull that left heel up off of the ground, lengthen out that toe. If you guys can, keep it straight, awesome. If not, go to that bent knee, but right arm reaches up towards that left leg, lower it back down again. So it's that single leg lift up, and then bring it back down. And again, it's not for a ton of time. This one's a shorter set, just thinking of that reach across as the belly button pulls in. You're trying to emphasize that leg. Think like high kick, lift up. And I'm going to go to that mod with the table chop. So do what's right for you. We've got right here 6 seconds. That's like nothing. And the whole entire timeline of your day, last 5. Very small amount, last 4. And then get ready to hold it though. You guys remember that crunch twist. 2. Or if you forgot, that's okay. 1, I remember to tabletop the left knee, bring the right hand behind your head. Now it's that crunch over and then drop back down. So pull the belly button in. We're trying to, again, keyword, do what you can and give yourself credit for it. But that left leg is stuck in glue as the upper body finds that rotation pull. Last 3, last 2 counts, almost there. And here's your last one, yay. And then drop it back down. Pull the left knee in gently towards you. And then go for that little side to side. And if this is one that maybe this side doesn't feel like it wants to do the spinal twist stretch today, so be it. Don't force it. But if you're okay with going into that rotation, let's go ahead, plug down that left foot close to the top of that hip. Let the left knee extend you open across, and then take that left arm, reach it in opposition. But we also want to try to keep the shoulders down, so just promise me, since I can't see you guys, to make sure it's not like getting all weird, that you're keeping the shoulders grounded as best you can. It's the rotation through your spine and back, but also that hip and that knee that go away in opposition from your hand and arm and shoulder. I mean, it's all connected. Just breathe. But we'll be in this one for a couple more counts, and then we'll go into a little hip bridge work. So just thinking next about opening up the hips. We're going to use those glutes today to help, and just grounding ourselves back in the middle. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So come back in center whenever that feels okay for you. And then if you again need water, take it, but we're going to take it on up here. Just bringing those feet hip distance apart, toes pushed down, hands are going to plug down at your sides. Try to relax your shoulders. Once again, fire up the core, and then as you lift, think about your tailbone guiding you up first. Toes are pressing down, heels pressing down. Once you guys are in this hip bridge, flex your butt. Think squeeze the core, pull the belly button in, relax the shoulders, maybe even close your eyes if you guys want to, and then we're going to go for that hip side to side. So it's like you're tracing a U shape, or like think half semicircle, like an upside down rainbow with your hips as you go side to side. Now the goal here, because what I don't want to have happen, some students get thrown off and fall to the sides on this one. You're thinking of your feet plugged down in glue. Like for whatever reason, your feet, you got stuck in wet mud and those toes are pressed down. And you're not allowed to move the legs. Like, the mud just turned into concrete and you're like, crap, I can't go anywhere. But your hips, pelvis, lower body, that's what I want you guys to find, the emphasis, lowering, lifting. You gotta keep the butt squeezed, and then just think of the abs and obliques helping you on this very fun adventure to strengthen from the lower body for another 8 seconds. That's all. 7 seconds. Almost there, you guys. 6 and 5. Just keep breathing. You're doing awesome. And 4 and 3. Take it center. 2 and 1. So now you're center. Now all the way down, all the way up. Still try to keep those feet stuck in glue. So tap your butt and tailbone down. Flex the core and then right back up again. Bridge it up, bridge it up. Try to keep the rib cage heavy. So if you also are noticing that you're puffing up the chest, just think, okay, you've got a weighted vest on the chest. It's the lower body, the glutes, the abs that are helping that extension up, and then bringing it back down. Just a couple more of these, guys. And then you get to do one little pulse on it, not too bad today. And just breathe. So getting ready to keep the hips up. What are the toes doing? If you start to feel like you're maybe falling to the sides of those feet, plug your big toe down. Plug the pinky toe down. I talk with my hands, but if you're like not sure what to do with hands, keep the hands pressed down. Last 5, 4, 3. We're going to hold those hips up. 2 and 1. Keep the hips up. Keep the abs nice and tight. And from here, just think little lift up an inch, down an inch. So you're working to squeeze the glutes and the center abdominals as that lift happens for another 10, 9, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your butt. Good job. Drop the tailbone. Pull those knees back into your chest. Open the knees up. And then bring those knees in together just a little bit for the hips. And then we'll rock like a ball to come on up to a tailbone seated position for a little bit of some work in the roll down family. So extending those legs out. So once you guys are seated up onto your butt, go ahead. Well, it's your call. You can either keep the knees here in this bent position, or you can lengthen the legs out. My hip flexors are tight, and I gotta move this plant. So I'm gonna stretch the legs out, whatever works for you. But we're gonna take it down vertebra by vertebra. So just thinking, arms are gonna lengthen out. If you guys want your weights, you can. I would not recommend them just so you can focus on this, because it's hard enough just to not like fall down. So round through the spine. Try to go slow. Like, this one's hard. I'm not even trying to sugarcoat this. All this stuff's hard. Lower it. Once you guys are down, take a breath in, take a breath out, and then you're trying to use those abs to go right back up. So it's that sticky point everybody's got where it's like, I don't care how long you've been doing Pilates or working out or how strong you are. It's still hard on flexibility and that range to really truly work in from the abs versus just like momentum. Or if you need extra help, you guys, bend the knees. You can even, like, this is a good start position to pull yourself up. Use that support, that assist, and then you can gently have those hands still gripping the hamstrings as you lower down. So it's not as scary of a thing where it's like, you're going to fly. But just give yourself, again, a nice high five, a mental, like, pat on the back. If you like hugs, giving yourself that, like, just nice positive, like, reinforcement of you're doing great. And just trying to do one of these is hard enough, let alone I'm having us do another 2. Let's just do one more full range, and then we'll hold it halfway. I'm bargaining with you. So take this next one halfway down from here. It's all real good for lower abs. Hold it halfway. Pull the abs in. Regardless if you have those knees on that bent position or if your legs are stretched like this, lift the chin up off of the chest, pull the abs in, and do that little reach up a couple inches, back down a couple inches. And this is going to be it, you guys. Just think small movements so the core is tight, arms are reaching. Last 8 seconds, and then we'll try and go right into the forward fold stretch. You've done a brilliant job for all this, so just keep breathing, just keep reaching, doing what you can. Here's your last 4. Here's your last 3, Last 2, I'm not even adding on anything weird. Last 1, go ahead, send the arms out, and then slowly try to drop and round down through your spine. Head drops down, elbows drop down, and just relax. You did it. Good job. You did the hard stuff, you guys. So just finding that niceness where you allow all that tension as best you're able to kind of seep out and drain out from the arms, the shoulders, the head. If this feels horrible, or if you're like, yeah, no, Katie, I'm like here with it, that's okay. Just drop the head down, drop the shoulders down. Because we're going to go into a nice inhale and a nice exhale in a second anyways, where you're reaching the arms up, lift up overhead. Well, try not to hit anything. Reach up. So take that reach up, and then one more time, you guys just try to drop it down. Slow and controlled. Maybe doing a little head shake out, maybe doing, if it feels good, maybe you can wiggle the toes a little bit, something. And if you're more flexible and you want to try to grab on to the backs of your feet and actually assist yourself on the stretch to pull forward, do it. You guys take advantage, round it. But if that's not today working for you, don't do it. We'll just go ahead and lift on up in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, lift on up. Do a little foot wiggle out the toes a little bit. And then let's go ahead, we'll finish. Just bring your feet in a little crisscross position. Shake out the arms. Shake out the hands, shake out the shoulders. We'll just do those 2 nice inhales, 2 nice exhales. So just breathe, reach up overhead, stretch to the sky, and then let it go. Shake it out. One more time. Nice big breath in through your lungs. Giving those muscles and body parts some credit. As you shake it out. That's it, you guys. Good job. Thank you very much for coming. Thanks for joining. And have a nice rest of your day. Just promise me you will try and hydrate extra. Take care of yourself as best you can. Thank you. Yay. If anyone's doing it live, if you guys have questions, also let me know. But I know that everybody does this not live. All right, future students, enjoy the rest of your day, you guys. And I hope that you have just a nice rest of your week too. Hang in there, and I'll hope to see you soon. Oh, yay! Divine Michelle, Divine Pathways, and Woodfellow. Thanks, you guys. I don't know why it doesn't pull up at first. It shows nobody's in here, but I'm also a moron. So if you guys are still in here, just thanks for coming. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and I'll try and get another good one in for us next week. It's been hot, so just keep taking your breaks when you need, and hang in there. All right. Thanks, you guys. You're awesome. Bye.